In this video, I'm going to teach you one simple thing that you can do if you find yourself in a conversation and you run out of things to say. Now, this could be with a girl that you met on the street, or it could be a date that you're having, or maybe you're even in a situation where you're just in a social environment, you're meeting new people, and you're the one to initiate the conversations, and you're also the one leading the conversation, asking most of the questions, being the most engaging, and being the most curious in that interaction, but then all of a sudden, you find yourself just completely blank and you have nothing to say. So in this video, I'm going to give you one quick tip that'll help alleviate this particular issue. So before I give you guys this quick tip, there's one thing you need to understand about conversational skills, especially when it comes to social interactions. So you're in an environment where you're meeting new people. Could be cold approach, could be a first date, could be a networking event, it could even be at the family dinner. You need to understand there's always going to be one particular person in that environment or in that situation that's going to naturally be the leader of the conversation. They're going to be naturally more dominant, more engaging, and making more effort to, I guess, keep that conversation going. Or in other words, holding the burden of conversation. Now, if you're someone that loves self-development, you want to become a better conversationalist, you want to become better with women and socially in general, this should be you. You should be aiming to be the person that's more proactive about asking people questions, being curious, being more engaging, picking the conversational topics, and having people open up to you. This is a good thing. But when you learn this skill set, what's going to happen in your cold approach interactions or on your dates or with people that you're meeting that you've never met before, usually what's going to happen is you'll sit back, you'll ask skilled questions to have people open up to you, which will also build connection and rapport. But what's going to happen is at some point, there's going to be a disconnect in the connection because all you've done as a conversationalist is got them to open up about themselves, but they know nothing about you. And when you become really good at asking skilled questions in terms of, like, let's say our level 1, 2, 3 questions, the surface level, personal and emotional, right? You'll usually be in a situation where most people will be speaking 80% of the time and really heavily investing, and you'll be speaking 20% of the time. But the problem with that discrepancy in terms of the percentages of how much you're speaking and how much they're speaking is that you know heaps about them, but they know fuck all about you. And there's two sides to connection. One is actually understanding the other person in front of you, and two, that person understanding more about who you are. Once you have equal levels of investment between the two people, that's when you create really strong bonds. So let's say, for example, you're in a social situation or you're on a date or you're in a cold approach interaction and you've been asking this particular person like a bunch of different questions and they've been investing heavily. But then you find yourself in a situation where you kind of run out of things to say and you don't really know where to go from there, but you've realized that you've been the initiator of most of the conversational topics and threads. Then this is the perfect opportunity for you just to sit there, look at the person in front of you and say, cool, so I've asked you a bunch of questions. Now it's your turn. Ask me something. And you can ask me anything. I'm a complete open book. Cool. Ask me a quick question though, because I know so much about you now, but you know fuck all about me.
Oh, okay. What do you do?
In terms of my career?
Yeah.
Like I said, if you feel pressured to answer the questions, all you got to do is spin it back on me and start asking me some questions too. So I'm very curious. So for me, I like surface level conversation is like whatever. But if I'm trying to get to know someone, I want to understand kind of how they think, their value systems, their perception on the world. I'm trying to figure out what this is, apart from a pretty face. All right, this is your opportunity now. Smash me with some questions.
Wait, what?
Smash me, like hit me with some questions.
Have you ever been in love?
In love, there we go. Look at you learning. Yes, once or twice, yes. Now, when you do this, this gives the person in front of you the opportunity to now take the burden of the conversation, initiate most of the questions, be curious, be more engaged, and actually take the leadership role in that conversational dynamic, which is perfect because now they can start asking you questions, which gives you the ability to open up more about who you are, talk a little bit more about your personality, your value systems, your unique perspective on the world, and actually share who you are as an authentic personality, which is good because once they understand more about who you are, this also then builds a very strong connection. So if you're in social environments, you're on dates or in a cold approach interaction, you find yourself in a situation where you blank and you've realized that when you've run out of things to say, you've realized that you've actually been leading the conversation for the majority of the time, this is the perfect opportunity to look at the person in front of you and go, Cool. Well, I know a bunch of stuff about you, and I've been asking the majority of the questions. It's your turn. Ask me something. That's my quick tip for you guys if you ever run out of things to say in any of your social interactions. Now, if you guys enjoy this type of dating and self-development content, guys, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that little notification bell for all future content posted on this channel. And for anyone that might be curious about our coaching programs, our live 5-day immersion, or our 12-week online mentorship program, Unleashed, you can go into the description, go to the free consultation call to book a call with either myself, Ben, or someone for our team for all coaching inquiries. But until then, boys, see you in the next video.